Brittany is here talking about the forecast. A lot is planned, obviously, in Uptown, but we do see potential for storms, maybe some severe weather over the next couple of days.
Yeah, Colin, it essentially is one of those patterns where it's not that we have a lot of storms. There's not going to be a ton around. It's just that the ones that do form have the potential to become strong to severe. The heat and humidity already driving that chance for storm potential up in the mountains so far today. 88 right now, feeling like 91 because of all the warmth and humidity. Dew points upper 60s. Now, we're not quite as high as, of course, what we'll see during the peak of the summer, but haven't seen this in probably at least 9 months or so. Temperatures feeling like the low to mid 90s across most of the metro. Temps in the mountains even feeling like the upper 70s to lower 80s. And speaking of the mountains, right now that's where we have some isolated showers and even some thunderstorms starting to move in, mainly into parts of Ashe County. A few little spurts as well on the northern part of Wilkes County. But if you look over toward the west, we do have this line here that's pushing south and southeast. Probably not going to clip our mountain communities, but if they hold together, certainly could see some storms in Burke County, maybe even western parts of Cleveland County. All these areas shaded in the little yellow squares. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings. Now they're losing some of their speed as they get closer to us, but we'll continue to track that and watch it really closely to see if those storms will hold on to some of their strength by the time they get here. At this point, I don't anticipate they'll still be severe, but certainly could be strong with some gusty winds. Very isolated storm potential across most of the Charlotte metro tonight. Notice though, overnight, we'll start to see some of those showers once again push into portions of the mountains. They're just closer to where the cold front is, so driving a better chance for rain tomorrow morning. And then by the afternoon, isolated storms once again. So again, you look at this coverage and you think severe weather, and it can be a little bit confusing, but this is not driven by a big cold front. This is not the classic severe storms we see during the spring. This is that afternoon summer potential where it's mostly driven by the instability and at least some kind of short wave, some kind of energy nearby. So best chance tomorrow between about 4 and 10, but again, still it's not going to be a lot of action. And then really a rinse repeat forecast Sunday with a few showers in the mountains early, and then we'll see a few isolated storms by the afternoon. So tomorrow does look to be the best chance to see severe weather as we have multiple shortwave, a little low pressure systems moving nearby. Again, best chance between 4 and 10, but it's certainly not widespread. Highest risk going to be gusty winds, 60+ miles per hour, and large hail, which is classified as about a quarter, if not a little bit lower than that. Now, again, we need one or the two to see that severe thunderstorm warning issued. Officially, that doesn't mean we couldn't see strong storms. They might just stay below that criteria. If there is any reason that we need folks to have immediate knowledge of what's going on, we not only will send a push alert to folks with the WCNC Charlotte mobile app, but we'll be, of course, tracking everything live streaming on WCNC Plus. So the best way you can stay weather aware at this point is to have multiple ways to get warnings, including our WCNC Charlotte News app, as well as WCNC Plus on Roku, Amazon Fire, and all those things as well. Here's your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Again, some storms tomorrow expected to become strong to severe. Kind of a rinse repeat forecast on Sunday. Biggest change is not more action potentially storm-wise, but not as much strong storm potential. Temps in the mid 80s, and then you can kind of see we're back in that typical summer-like pattern for most of next week, as it is June, Colin, which means these trends, of course, continue for most of the next few months.
All right, thank you, Brittany. We'll try